Hello there, Kangabros, and welcome back to World of Roocraft. I'm your lore master Roo, and this is my loyal robot buddy Boomer.
Hello, I'm Boomer, look at me!
We are still homeless and roaming the Eastern Kingdoms on our mission to review every single playable zone in World of Warcraft. Today we're coming to you from the Nethergard Keep in the wonderful Blasted Lands. Our alliance friends are kind enough to let us stay here for a bit. So Boomer, what do you know about the Blasted Lands?
It's a level 40 contested zone.
And?
That's all I know.
You are a great help as always. Maybe I should try to find Bummer again. Yes, as Boomer already told you, this is another contested zone tailored to players of level 40 and higher. But that's not all. This is a special zone, since it's going to be the last zone we will review on the Eastern Kingdoms. We did it, guys! Pat yourselves on the shoulder. You did great so far.
Hooray to us!
But we already talked about the Blasted Lands, back in our Swamp of Sorrows review. You may remember that the Blasted Lands were once part of a bigger swampy area called the Black Morass. But as you can see behind me, this area isn't very swampy anymore.
What happened?
I'm glad you asked. Back in the days before the First War, a powerful sorcerer called Medivh built a dark portal in the Black Morass. If you want to know how powerful Medivh was, he was able to communicate with the Orc Gul'dan all the way on the distant planet Draenor. He even convinced him to build another dark portal himself to connect the both planets. After Medivh opened his dark portal, the old horde flooded to Azeroth, and this event marked the beginning of the First War. Before you curse Medivh, keep in mind that the poor guy was under the influence of the fallen titan Zagaris during all this. But how is that related to today's video? During the Second War, the mage Khadgar destroyed the dark portal, and the resulting explosion shaped the Black Morass forever. The swamp turned into a red, deserty area filled with bloodthirsty wildlife. Even a bunch of demons managed to hide out there in the so-called Tainted Scar. With the dark portal closed, the Lions decided to hang out in the Blasted Lands to keep an eye on the portal. For this cause, the sorcerers of the Kirin Tor built the Nethergard Keep. That's where we are right now. But a lot more stuff happened. Years after the Third War, the demon lord Khazak managed to open the dark portal again, allowing new hordes of demons to invade Azeroth. This marked the beginning of the Burning Crusade. The dark portal is still open and active, but the joint forces of the Horde and Alliance are keeping a close eye on it.
But wait, there's more!
Right again. This wouldn't be a World of Roocraft video if I wasn't talking about Deathwing and the Cataclysm. Nothing much in regards of the landscape changed in the Blasted Lands. Politically, that's another thing. The Alliance still hangs out in the Nethergard Keep, but the Horde returned to the Blasted Lands and made their home in the Dreadmaul Hold. And here's an interesting tidbit. The Dreadmaul Hold is actually the oldest Horde base on Azeroth. The more you know. What else is there to say? The druid Mal Wormthorn came to the Blasted Lands and is trying to revitalize the Tainted Scar. Did he succeed? To find that out, we have to head out there. So let's start the review. Since we're hanging out in the Nethergard Keep, let's start there. Like always, the people here ask for our help. And we start off with something familiar, fighting off the Orcrilon Orcs from the nearby Dreadmaul Hold. Those guys actually managed to storm the Nethergard mine, and we showed them some good old hospitality. What else is there to do at the Nethergard Keep? Well, nothing much. There's a group of demon worshippers, called the Shadowsworn, who are making trouble in the neighborhood. It would be interesting to see what our Horde friends are up to. We stood out at the aforementioned Dreadmaul Hold and learned that the Horde is attacked by evil Dreadmaul Ogres. The Ogres took over the Hold after the Second War and aren't too thrilled about the Horde making their new home there. Technically, the Orcs had been here first. Can't they just get along?
I think it's time to introduce them to the teachings of the Great Lunk.
I don't think those guys want to listen, so let's kill those assholes. Now that we introduced ourselves to the locals, let's see what else is to do here. We also head to the Nethergard mine, this time to sue some chaos. And I have to say, the Horde has a pretty good plan. They want us to destroy the Alliance's ores and kill their miners. Not because killing is fun, but hiring new miners would cost the Alliance a lot of money. That's really smart. But while we're here, we also take out the mining boss, a dwarf called Hondo. Why do I mention this? You get to sneak around in a box, Metal Gear style. And that's all I can play without receiving a copyright strike. Thanks YouTube. But those are just some fun things to do before we tackle the big boy quests. I'm sure you are dying to see what happened to Marl Wormthorn and his efforts to heal the blasted lands. To find out, we head to the Worgen town of Sawwich and the Sunville excavation respectively. At both places we're told that Marl was successful in his effort to heal the tainted scar.
That's great!
But there is a twist. Demons are still roaming the area and Marl himself got corrupted by them. The corrupted wildlife and plants are now expanding every day.
That's not so great!
But there's an easy way to put a stop to that. Killing Marl, of course. The only problem is that he's protected by a powerful magic spell. Don't worry, I have just the right thing for that. All you have to do is collect some bat brains, mush them up and mix them with crushed spider legs. Now put all that stuff into a bag you made out of bear skins and you got yourself a shield-destroying demonic vessel. See? It's as easy as that. But don't worry, that wasn't the big boy quest I was talking about. I told you earlier about the Shadow Sworn cultists making trouble. It turns out that they are trying to summon the demon Rezelik. Apparently this guy is a pretty bad dude, so we have to stop them. To do so, we just have to summon Rezelik ourselves and kill him. Nothing new to see here. But to summon Rezelik, we need some magical ingredients first. We start out with collecting 3 different amulets that belong to Rezelik's lieutenants. They aren't too hard to come about, but also lead us to the Murloc village of Rockpool.
You just said the M-word!
I know, but I have to mention them.
To reach 10 minutes?
Yep. Those little guys have a problem. The Nagas of the Bloodwash clan overran their village and turned them into slaves. They even used them in a Murloc fights to bet on them. That's a weird thing to do. Well, we're already here, so let's help those fish bastards.
Doesn't it feel good to help people?
Yeah, but does it have to be Murlocs?
Remember, as the great Lunk told us, all life is sacred.
You're right.
Lunk bless.
Lunk bless. Okay, it's time to get serious. We already collected the 3 amulets to summon Rezelik. Now we need some more stuff, so let's head to the Dark Portal. Wow, this is a historic place, my friends. While we are here collecting some granite, we also help our friends to get rid of some demons. Sadly, that's all it is to do at the Dark Portal. That's kinda disappointing. I was hoping for more. But let's move on. Now we got all the stuff we need to fight Rezelik, but remember, he's a pretty bad dude, so we need some help to beat him. We find that support in the demon hunter Loremus Talipides. Too bad that he's already dead.
But we can fix that!
All we have to do is to recover the demon hunter's legs, his torso and his head. Ugh, someone ripped out his eyes. That's a detail I could have done without, Blizzard.
Don't be a pussy.
Whoa, what's up with the sudden hostility?
You just don't know what's cool nowadays, you old-timer. Violence is cool, just like the violence in our new expansion, Battle for Azeroth. Only cool kids play it, so buy it, you little pussy.
I just got cussed at by $1 billion company. You don't get to see that every day. A little ritual lets us resurrect Loremus, and together we head to the Rise of the Defiler to face off with Rezelik.
Now this place looks nice.
Agreed. It could do with more corpses though. And I don't have to say that we own Rezelik. Well, kinda. It's actually just thanks to Loremus that we defeat him. The demon hunter allows Rezelik to possess him, and we seal the demon within him. That sounded kinda wrong. We have to leave Loremus behind and return victorious once again. I hate to say it, but that's all there is to do in the Blasted Lands. It's a pretty short zone, and to be honest, I don't really mind it, since it's pretty obvious that it's just a stepping stone to the next higher level zones in the Outlands. Wow, we actually did it. We reviewed all the zones on the Eastern Kingdoms. But don't be sad, we still have a lot to talk about, since there's also the continent of Kalimdor awaiting us. Now I just have to figure out a way to get there.
Hang on, I got you!
Where the hell did you get that from?
You like it? It only costs 10,000 gold pieces.
Where the hell did you get 10,000 gold pieces from?
Didn't I tell you? I invested all our money into Krach Boom coins. And they blew up big, man. We are millionaires.
We are what? Since when?
Since our Burning Steps episode.
We spent the last 3 weeks homeless and without almost no food, and you had that money all along?
You never asked me about it.
I'm going to kill you, Boomer.
Uh-oh. Boomer out!
Boomer!